Yes, I'm still falling for the indoctrination. America is one of the best countries in the planet, and we can actually do a lot to change it. Um, it is, in fact, very funny that you say that I'm falling for the indoctrination, but I'm the kind of guy who let basically full autism out and decided to go through a thought experiment and rebuild the entire economic system so that corporations are more tightly controlled and people have more freedom with their money and are allowed to actually put it into things where they want. But that's a discussion for another day. That's a fucking full, I don't know, hour-long video. And it's funny because I'm not a person who votes on party. I lean to the right, fiscally, meaning I want a small federal government that does what it's supposed to do. And I'm socially libertarian. I don't care what anybody else does, so long as it doesn't affect me and hurt others, especially children. So, no, I'm not the kind of person that fell for the indoctrination. I can look through history and compare. I can compare the data. And yes, even though I'm homeless, it is very funny that I can appreciate what my country has gone through and the fact that it's younger than most other countries and still outcompetes them on a global scale, beat for beat, year over year. We have more millionaires entering into the millionaire class every year than any other country. Scandinavian countries have more millionaires than we do, but still. Now, you could say, oh, but they get richer at, the expense of others. That's not true. They get richer because somebody values their product that much, right? Jeff Bezos didn't become a billionaire because he had astronomical amounts of money. Jeff Bezos became a billionaire because he offered a product that everyone wanted. And eventually it became so big that it was able to move to other countries and offer international trade, right? That's the power of Amazon, ignoring all of his other failed projects. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Microsoft. Same thing with Apple. Same thing with, for the most part, Elon Musk. Though I would say he's more predatory in how he does it, right? He took the money from creating something, turned around, bought another company after selling his stock in the first company. What was it? PayPal. Bought X. No, he bought, what was it? Tesla. And then he bought into Starlink. So he's just smarter with his money. His total evaluation doesn't mean that that's the total amount of money that he has, right? That's exactly what net worth is. The difference is that I can discern the lies from our government. For instance, like saying the vaccine is 100% effective and has no side effects. Every vaccine has side effects. That's propaganda, right? And I'm okay with the bull in the china shop method because our government does need to change. The difference is that I don't believe the guy in power, the guy who's going to be in power, is a racist, misogynist, blah, blah, blah. I think he's an asshole. I think we need an asshole in power because he was humble enough. Please never make me say that again. He was humble enough to admit that he had no idea what the fuck he was doing in 2016. And his picks so far seem like he is actually, this time around, trying to put America first with people who are hardliners, right? Not people who are flim-flam, flimsy, motherfuckers who are going to crack under pressure. These people genuinely understand their jobs. Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, is that his name? Being in for reference, the last time we did a budgetary audit was in 1983. It's now been 40-something years since that. The DOD has failed its congressional federally by law mandated audit 7 years in a row. So yes, I'm okay criticizing our government. But to say that America isn't the best country, you would have to determine by what standards. You could say housing, and yet our houses are still cheaper than, relatively, still cheaper than most other countries. Certainly a lot cheaper than Canada's. That doesn't make them good prices. But when we can compare ourselves and say that, hey, we're able to pull out of these economic dips and swells faster than any other country, there's a method to it. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.